Mother Nature doesn't need special effects to leave us speechless. Today, we're watching some intense moments caught on camera at exactly the right time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. On August 15, 2026, a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck offshore near Flores Island in eastern Indonesia, causing many high-rise buildings to shake violently. Earthquakes can shake the ground, but they cannot shake the human spirit. Sometimes the greatest strength comes from standing back up together. When the ground starts shaking, the plans for the day are instantly canceled. Mother Nature clearly doesn't believe in making appointments.
Lord, tama na, Lord! Lord! Tama na, Lord!
On August 10, 2026, a powerful earthquake shook several areas across Colombia, with the city of Pereira among the hardest hit. When everything around you suddenly turns chaotic, your body usually switches straight into survival mode. At that point, nobody is thinking about the original plan anymore. Outside American Schoolway, pretty much every plan for the day got canceled the moment the ground suddenly decided to join the conversation. All he could do was watch the place he knew so well disappear within seconds, making every plan for that day suddenly feel meaningless. The strong shaking caused the Manizales Cathedral to collapse and also brought severe damage to several cities, including Pereira, Manizales, and Cali. Another earthquake struck at an airport in Venezuela. The flight hadn't even started yet, but the ground gave passengers an early taste of turbulence.
El desastre que hay. Acabado totalmente. Observen.
This employee probably didn't expect today's shift to include a surprise balance test, but apparently the ground forgot to send the schedule. When danger appeared, the little girl had almost no time to think. Her quick reflexes turned a frightening moment into a much more relieving ending. When Mother Nature drops by unannounced, nobody has time to put the kettle on. Everyone just switches straight into finding somewhere safe. San Enion? Explain what that yellow container hanging up there is actually for. Drop a comment because I've replayed this and still have no clue. In just a few seconds of panic, nobody had time to let anyone else go first. The earthquake basically turned the crowd into an escape race with no referee. Looks like this road was hiding a pretty expensive secret, and the vehicles passing through only discovered it when it was already too late. Blasting helps break solid rock into smaller pieces, making excavation and transportation inside mines much more efficient. If this kind of content is your thing, don't forget to like and subscribe. After 80 years of service, this station finally ended its journey in a very loud way, making room for a brand new chapter in transportation. Utah's Great Salt Lake shows two dramatically different watercolors because of varying salinity levels, which also affect the microorganisms living in each area. This rare sight appeared in Wales, where tiny bioluminescent organisms in the water turned every movement of the sea into glowing blue trails. This phenomenon is linked to massive energy releases in the sun's atmosphere, creating bright structures and incredibly powerful motion. Lenticular clouds get their distinctive shape when water vapor condenses around atmospheric waves that form above mountainous terrain. Everyone was just trying to finish a normal workday, but Mother Nature showed up and added a surprise shaking session to keep everybody wide awake. When walls begin to crack, it's a reminder that an earthquake's power isn't limited to a few seconds of shaking. The real impact can come afterward. The boy might think this isn't an earthquake at all, but just Grandpa's very special way of sending him a reminder. If luck had a leaderboard, this dog just jumped straight into first place. But what do you think, pure luck or something closer to a miracle? That car just escaped a situation even the insurance company probably wouldn't want to hear about. Looks like most of today's luck has already been spent. Oh, that's hard to believe. Thousands of tons of earth and rock came rushing down in moments. Thankfully, no one was left behind.
Wow, mira. Increíble.
Vinchao just went through a flood so rare that the entire area was nearly rewritten, while residents can only hope normal life returns soon. When a flash flood gets angry, roads, bridges, and vehicles all face the same test, and unfortunately, Mother Nature never grades on a curve. These cars just learned a very expensive lesson. No matter how powerful the engine is during a flash flood, the water still gets the final say.
在想，从下游开上来的，那也不可能。看样子这个车还是比较整齐的，这就叫什么？用咱们的一句什么词儿来形容呢？也不知道现在车主是什么心情。
A multi-million-dollar villa can offer plenty of comfort. But when major flooding arrives, Mother Nature is still the one making the final decision. Animals sometimes do things nobody can fully explain, but somehow that mystery is exactly what makes them lovable in their own weird little way. Looks like animals have their own entire playbook for flirting, even if some lessons are a little confusing. What screen are you watching this class on? Imagine you're just having a normal day, stopping by to pick up a few things for the family. You'd never know Mother Nature was about to rewrite the script. On the afternoon of June 16th, a magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck Haitai Township, China. Inside a restaurant, tables, chairs, and hanging lights quickly became hazards as the shaking began. Oh my God, everything is doing its best to stay in place, but it looks like Mother Nature isn't handing out any participation trophies today. Thousands of tons of earth and rock came sliding down at once. Once the mountain decided to rearrange the landscape, everything below pretty much had to move aside. The cloud of dust was the first warning sign of the landslide, and he understood the message just before things ahead became much more dangerous. He fought to regain his balance in the rushing floodwater, and luckily this time both his footing and his luck were working on the same team. The floodwater tore through the neighborhood like a runaway train, turning a place people called home into a chaotic flooded zone that looked suddenly abandoned.
很危险，你看这种房子，看，搞了吧？这是。
These escapes are so unbelievable that they're still nerve-wracking on replay. If you've been holding your breath too, don't forget to like and subscribe. That was strange, almost like someone invisible had just pulled her leg. Luckily, the fall only stole a few seconds of calm and caused nothing serious. After a moment that would leave most people frozen, she calmly looked around as if trying to figure out who had accidentally dropped that gift from the sky. That day almost became a terrible memory, but the arrival of a complete stranger helped steer the story toward a much better ending. These two friends are so in sync they barely need words. By the way, do you have a pet? Drop their name in the comments below. One is full of energy, while the other just wants some peace and quiet, the kind of friendship where their schedules never agree.
Bruh.
I'm starting to suspect they're not an owner and a pet, but the same character in two different versions. Do you see it too? Maybe for them, happiness is simply being close to their human, playing with everything they've got, and forgetting the rest of the world.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
The storm was so powerful that even parked cars were forced to change spots while the trees could barely hold their ground. Montego Bay is famous for its beautiful beaches, but this time the ocean came a little too close, turning paradise into a tense face-off. During a storm, everyone tries to get indoors, but this basket chose the opposite direction. Maybe it knows something the rest of us don't. Did someone just swear on their honor? Because judging by the response from above, it looks like that statement just got rejected by the system. Looks like the sky is testing its lighting effects directly over the beach today, and the sound system definitely isn't designed for the faint of heart. This is where we get a little closer to a volcano than usual. Luckily, you're watching from the safest seat possible. The volcano at the Hawaii Observatory seems to be testing just how much this vehicle can handle, while the crackling sounds make the whole experience even harder to forget. What makes this so fascinating is the clash between two opposite forces, molten rock on one side and the vast cold ocean on the other. After watching this, do you feel like heading into the kitchen and trying it yourself? If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. The finished result is satisfying enough, but what's even more impressive is how smoothly he controls the excavator, almost like he's using his own hands.
Bruh. Huh?
Ancient people didn't have the machines we have today. Yet the way they solved problems was still incredible. Does this make you stop and think for a moment?
Ouh là là.
Oh, le morceau.
When even rocks weighing dozens of tons get swept away like toys, you know that water had absolutely no intention of taking it easy that day.
Oh putain, oh putain.
What makes a landslide truly dangerous isn't one single rock, but the moment an entire mountainside can lose its support all at once.
Oh. Wow.
Everyone around him seemed to vote for don't do it, while this guy decided to become the only member of the opposition. The flood turned this road into a brutal endurance test, but the recovery crew moved quickly and helped bring everything back to normal. Taiwan's sky definitely wasn't in a gentle mood tonight. Red clouds and a powerful storm made the scene look like a disaster movie trailer. Today's wind is testing the quality of everything outdoors completely free of charge. Unfortunately, it's a service no homeowner ever asked for. What do you think about the fact that some of the most impressive experts have no title at all, just years of practice doing the same thing? It may look as effortless as taking a walk across the water, but this kind of skill probably takes years to make difficult look easy. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If there was a moment that really stuck with you, share it in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe.